Oh, we are back. Episode 3. 3 days in a row. Episode 3 of Season 1 of Let's Play Together. Let's play together. Okay, I'm not sure. It's Friday. I'm really hoping you have an amazing Friday. I had a good Friday. Soon it's gonna be amazing because I get to spend it playing Minecraft and I get to spend it hopefully with you. Even if that sounded a little bit fishy, it's gonna be fun playing again. So, what should we do today? We have sort of started our home. This is where we will build our base, and we have our mine that we need to get up and running because we're gonna need a lot of stone, and I would want to have to find some more andesite so we can start to do some texturing. And we need to chop a lot of wood. And no, I'm not gonna go over the shop question from yesterday. So we have a pick, and I think I should bring, whoops, sorry, wrong command. We should bring some more. Which one do we not need? Let's use up the birch for some sticks so we can make another tool. I need to bring a spare pickaxe because I think we should start by going down to the mine and make some progress. So let's run down and let's get started. It is day 3, but we have just spent 3.5 hours in this world. So, I mean, it's very fresh. I mean, we have hardly done anything. That's also why it looks at it does. But I don't want to build anything that doesn't look fairly end game from start. So with that said, it's not going to be a rushed little house, and that also means that it will probably be a little bit slower from start. I think the first 3, 4, 5 days it's going to be a lot about material gathering rather than building something awesome. And that's just the way it is, but that's the way I want to have it. I hope you agree with me that this can be fun. We also made a decision that we're going to build a lot with oak. From that standpoint, there you go, thank you. Which means that we actually made a decision to move some of the spruce wood that we will also need for building down to outside the mine. So that makes it easier, because here we will have the spruce wood. Also some birch we replanted. So we have easier access to the spruce that will be needed to construct our entrance and tunnel to the mine. When I sort of thought about what I wanted to do when I ended playing yesterday, because I don't spend any time with this world off camera. It is let's play together, so I don't do any planning in creative and so. But I, of course, know what we have done. So I thought that it could be really cool to start to actually, because a mountain base, we will be sort of, it needs to be constructed in a certain way. I think we are fairly limited on how we can design a world for that. But out here, in sort of in the open, we can construct houses that looks like houses. So I think what better than if we need to do a lot of fishing, because I think the easiest way for us to do some progress and eventually get our hands on a book for Fortune 3. I could do with Fortune 2, but I would prefer Fortune 3 book. Once we have our mine up and running and we are starting to sort of transfer into diamond, and if we want to do some strip mining, which we do, I think the only way to get some real progress on strip mining, we need to have Fortune 3 as soon as possible. That way we will have a much easier way to start to accumulate materials like redstone and of course diamonds, but as well as getting some more iron. And I thought that this is a good place to build that fishing hut. And I think I want to do that with spruce and oak. So that also means that we need to get rid of a lot of this birch, because I think if we have birch here, the most plausible, if someone were to sort of move in here outside of Minecraft, so let's just think as real people, we would construct this with birch, because that's the material we have on hands, so to speak. So to make this building sort of plausible as well as in a design that we like, I think we need to start to replace all the birch for trees that we are using when we are constructing that house. And that will be oak and spruce logs. So that also means that we have a lot of birch to get rid of. But until we have a proper way of sort of fuel for doing some of the farms and some of the smelting we need to do to also get our hands on more stone, as we don't have silk touch and will not have for I think quite some time, it will probably also be, we will use up the birch for fuel, I think. So I think if we could probably dig out some of this, I would want to leave a little bit of a shoreline, but it can't be this boxy. And maybe even do some terraforming to get rid of part of this to make it better. But also if we sort of construct a little bit of a dock is not the right word, like a typical place to stand and fish. We will also be a little bit safer when we do the fishing. And that means that if we are starting to do some fishing, some serious fishing, it could be really nice to have a fishing hut here as well. So I'm actually going to start to plan that with dirt, because it's faster, it's easier, and we don't need to spend that much both time as well as resources to sort of chop and take down what we will construct. So I think that if we had a fishing hut somewhere maybe around, because I'm a little bit worried also that if we need to construct a fishing hut, we can't make the deck here because it will look ugly, because then it's in the water line and we will not notice the difference between water. That means if we construct the deck here, you will see the problem here. I actually gave this quite a lot of thoughts in my mind. That means that if the sort of the dock from the, you don't call it bridge, right? I'm thinking in Swedish because it's called that, but that means that it will be like a two-step down from that, and I don't think that's going to make much sense. So I think we actually need to raise the entire level of the land we have around us to this level to make it look better as well as plausible. That means that if we are about to construct that, and then also we'll end up raising the entire ground level by 1 block, will that influence how we sort of go into the entrance of the mine? And then we need to cater for that right away, or we will be in some serious trouble rebuilding all of that. But I think it will actually look fairly good. Let's say that we were to have some ground like this. Can you please go away? Let's say like that. And you sort of step down into this. It will look good, because that will sort of emphasize and even strengthen the feeling of going down and into a tunnel. So with that said, I don't feel that we have a problem, so we can leave the ground at this level, and we can still sort of start to construct a fishing hut. And to do that, we need some serious wood. And I want to build that with stripped spruce logs. And that means that I don't want to do that when it's night, because then we will probably end up dead as always. And we don't want to end up ambushed by creeper that will destroy any progress we actually manage to get. Because the days go by really quick. So I'm actually, even if we said oak, I don't have any more oak, so I'm gonna put that down, even if it's spruce. And as I said yesterday, if you chop down your trees, as long as you just make sure you get rid of the actual wood, the trees and the leaves will fall off by itself. So we don't actually have to spend time cutting them down and wasting our tools. So let's add some more here. And I'm actually, yes, I hear the spider. I'm gonna drop them there and hope they are growing. No, he actually... like that. So let's go to sleep so we have some daylight. And before we actually... Whoa. That's stupid. So, before we actually start to burn some daylight for tomorrow as well, let's get our inventory ready. So once we wake up, I don't want to waste any more time talking and spending. It's time to get real. It's time to start building. So let's bring some spruce log. Should we make the dock? I need to sort of figure out the English word for that. It's not dock, but what do you call like a pathway that are sort of raised a little above water? You can swim from it. It's like a swimming path, but that's not the English word. The Swedish word would be brygga, but you don't say that in English, obviously. But I don't think I want to use oak wood planks, so we need to use spruce wood planks. So I'm actually going to bring that as well, instead of using up all of that up here. We're going to leave the birch. We're going to leave the birch there. We have some more wool, which is nice. I'm not sure if we're going to need all that wool for now. We have some strings, which is nice. We have okay amount of food. We could bring the rotten flesh as well. But yeah, it looks like this we should be fairly ready to get going. But I also want to bring some more dirt, because I want to use... Let's do it like this. I want to use the dirt to get some planning done for that building before we actually start building it. And it's much easier and faster to do that with dirt. So with that said, let's get to sleep. Happy new day. Creepers. A lot of creepers. Let's get rid of the creepers. No more creepers. So we are time to get funky. Ah. Let's keep adding some wood. Like that. So if we have a pillar here, and we need to think in odd numbers, 1, 2, 3, we could have a pillar there. That leaves, it's not centered, but that's not a problem. But will that, because I think we need it fairly close to the shore, so we don't end up too far, building too far from land. Or we could move it there, and then like this. But then we will need to create more of a structure going into the land. So I think I like it here. This, we just make a decision, because we can't plan forever. So a strip log and a strip log and the oak like that. No. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is gonna be our main structure. Then I think that to make this look good, we're gonna have some upside down stairs on the outside, because that will create some nice depth. And probably, let's say we go 1, 2, 3. You can see that that will be too close to the water, right? At least I think so. So we want it to be up here. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that a nice length? I think so. And to make that good, I would want to have, I think, the structure here. Because if we have that, what do we have? We have depth. Right? So let's get rid of that. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to leave the dirt. That way we have some marking on what we want to build. So, yep, I like that. Obviously, I'm blind. Sorry. Like that. So, we should have it like that. And then I think, how wide of a structure would we want to have? Let's say we come running like this and we want to run up to what now the English name for this wooden structure would be, like ja-da-da-da-da. Let's add this, so. And up here, and I can go like, whoa, fishing, yay. And I'm gonna come down. Would 1, 2, 3 be sufficient? Do I even need another pillar? And I think so. So we should probably add a pillar there. Remember, odd numbers, 1, 2, 3. So that means that we could either start to use this as a structure for the house as part of this bridge, and I think that would make sense. Bridge, let's call it bridge. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know the word. So if we have a pillar, this is should be the pathway down. But that also means that we need to make a decision. Should the house be here, which of course is probably going to make the most sense, or we can sort of build out a deck, which would make even more sense. But if we want to make like a storage structure later on here, then we could want to have the house here. And if we build the house there, then maybe this pillar isn't a structural pillar. That would be the pillar for the house. Decision. I'm gonna wait with that, actually. What we know, of course, is if we have this pillar here, then we can make this pillar. I actually placed it wrong. Jesus. And let's not use his name. If that offends someone, like that. I think this will make sense. So hello. But if that's 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then we have a structure to walk on that's 5 wide. And I think that makes sense. It's gonna look good, right? And then we are back to, should we add a pillar here or not? And what should we do with this area? Could remake that as a pond, probably. So, I like this. Looks good. And I'm thinking we could utilize the birch. So I think we should make a structure in... We should do the deck in spruce. We should do the pillars in spruce. I want to do the pillars of the house in spruce. But I think we actually... And I want to make the lower structure of the house. Should we place it here? I think so. In stone. But I want to do the upper in birch wood. I think that will look good. And that will also make it plausible. Then we don't have to get rid of all the birch wood, right? And that's nice. Really ugly, these leafless trees. Did we actually... No, we don't have any more saplings. Let's just continue chopping down some spruce, because we need that, of course. Hello, come down. And until these leaves drop and give us saplings, we're just gonna leave it like that. So... Then we have even another project. So we have a project for our main sort of base, our lair. Then we have to start building on the mine. And now we can also start building on the house. But I need to make a decision. Should we make the house here? Or should we fill this up in as well and start to sort of plan a house here? That means we can still use all of this structure for more houses, buildings, or whatnot. And if we make the house here, I'm not sure if it would make sense to have like a house here that you walk out of to then walk up into what the English name is for this. It would make more sense to have it here. But then we have a lot of, well, not that much. What could it be? 100 blocks. But then we need to sort of start to fill this in. And yeah. Let's think about that. And rather than standing still and doing nothing, let's continue on our mine entrance, or the tunnel entrance. We need some more light, and I think we ran out of spruce. So I think that's where we ended up last time. As we are sort of coming further down to the mine, I think it makes sense if this opening, as we can still use these to sort of add rooms for like furnaces and so, and that makes sense to have this here. It should start to narrow. So I think we should do one structure, and should it be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or should it just be 1, 2, 3? Because we have gone to 3, but then it's 3, 3. I actually think that would make sense. Don't you? And should the ceiling come down as well? No, not this much. We should probably gonna cover it up with partially with stairs and slabs to give it some sort of structure, as well as depth, as well as texture. But for now, let's leave it square until we know exactly what we want to achieve. That means that we should have this there. What the hell? This there. Someone is growling. 1, 2, 3. There should... And this should go like that and like that. That's not bad, right? And then we can go from here, and it should narrow down to center pathway of like some sort of... I'm gonna add some cobble just to show you. And some stairs, and then so when we are looking from this, we get that like tunnel feeling. It becomes more and more and more narrow. And here, probably like that. And then from here, it will just start to... Whoa, what's that word? That sound I've never heard. That's a scary sound. What does that mean? Are we close to something? Could that mean like, oh, that's the sound of a stronghold? Or is that just some random basic scary Minecraft sound? I don't know that either, because I don't know much. I just know that I like building in Minecraft. And it should be real stairs, so we don't have to jump that much, of course. That means I'm gonna get rid of this for now. That means that we should probably get rid of this, but I think it would make more sense to start with the stair here. And then this is how much height we need going into the depth. Run, fools, run. Yep, this works. So, finally, we can just start to play and don't think so much. Yes, I know, I like to plan, because I don't want to spend a lot of time redoing everything just because I spend a little bit too little time. And here we are Look at that. I can hear a skeleton. Can you hear it? The skeleton on this depth. Just imagine if we just ran into spawner right off the bat. That would be amazing. And we need to construct a spawner, and we don't have remotely enough. This is probably just one dude. I'm gonna dig a little bit. Could use some gravel later on as well. Just to listen. Can you hear? Yeah. So there is probably some sort of hollow structure close to where we are. Let's listen. Nope. And here we have found new material. Diorite. I usually don't use diorite. I think it's a little bit too light for my taste. Why am I digging in this direction? Because we are listening to that skeleton sound, but I can't hear anymore. Probably from the surface then. But we still don't want to have all this gravel here. So let's continue going more and more into the depth. So we are still at like 50, which means that if we want to reach diamond land, we probably gonna spend 10 iron pickaxes just to get to the right level before we can even start to mine. And before we do that, I would prefer if we have reached some sort of fortune enchantment book as well. So let's just take it one step at a time. And now I'm actually gonna start to dig this out as well, because what did we find? Andesite. So we can start to texturize our stone structure. So I'm actually gonna spend a little bit of time digging out some of this andesite so we have enough for anything we want to structure further up. I don't want to spend all day just standing here mining, but we can take some of this with us because we can sure use it. And I don't gonna cover the dust, so just let us leave it. That was a really hard word, apparently. So we're gonna leave that for future use. So as soon as we need more, we know that we can get it fairly close to where we are sort of starting to go underground. Coal, you can't use up. It's nice XP, but I think we're gonna use all of that coal later on. And I'm actually full for coffee today, so I have switched to, you guessed it, some carbureted water. And we have a little bit more room in our inventory, so need to make sure I'm gonna cover some of this up just to make sure that we can keep track on where we are sort of descending into the abyss. So there we are. Obviously. So we can leave this for later. That way we can get more andesite when we need it. That means we currently have no clue on what ceiling height we should continue using. So I'm just gonna continue digging down. I'm not sure at what level. Probably when we run out of pickaxes. Because there is no reason to spend like a full gaming day just digging to -58 and diamond areas without having any fortune pickaxe. Obviously we could do that, but the problem with sort of getting diamond too early is that we can't spend, this is also why we bring spares, because we use them up. We don't want to spend like equal amount of diamonds repairing a diamond pickaxe as it will cost to just make a new one, but we don't also want to spend equal amount of diamonds we find just to keep us afloat. So I mean, let's say you find 3 diamond pickaxe per pickaxe, and then you use up 3 diamonds to make another pickaxe to find another 3 diamonds, because I mean you could be unlucky with the rates of finding diamonds. But if we instead just ensure that doesn't matter if we are unlucky at the rate we find diamond ores or veins, because if we have a fortune on the pickaxe we will end up on the plus side when we mine them. And that also means if we are lucky and we end up finding a lot of diamond veins, we will end up with quite a lot of diamonds. And I think that's going to be the best use of time, and time versus resources. And that's also something I want to take with me on this sort of let's play together series that I decided to start just 3 days ago. And that's that we should have as fast progress as possible without sort of starting to do like speeding. And I'm not talking about speed runs obviously, but I want to have enough time on building the real stuff, the real buildings, without wasting time. Let's call it that. We should have like a 0 waste type of thoughts on how we spend time versus resources. And then I would want to have fortune 3 before we reach diamond level. So I think that's should be a nice goal, right? And then we can just continue at least a little bit more, because if we are lucky we will also find something worth exploring. We could find like a huge cave system, we can find like a spawner just going on our way down. Iron is probably more likely to find where we have our base at the top level. Oh, and look at that. Oh, that's a lot of creepers. And this is also a little bit of a problem, because I'm not sure how to get down from here. So let's start to explore. Could be the sound we heard. So we are reaching like some sort of cave system. Level 0. Creeper, creeper, creeper. And if we fall down now, we are dead. So I'm crouching, pressing shift. There's a skeleton. What we could do, yeah, I know you see me. We could bring like a stack of gravel. So if you sort of have a non-structural block like gravel and we just keep pushing that out here, eventually it will be up here, and then we can use that gravel to dig down. That would make it safe. But that also means that we are sort of currently at the depth. I'm gonna leave that on the steps. I know I shouldn't just step straight out. We are currently on the depth 0 that we will reach for now without doing some proper exploration of that. I don't think we are ready resource wise. We have almost a full inventory as well, so we need to go back up. We need to go to sleep unless it's actually already day, but as soon as we reach night time we need to go to sleep, and we need to start fishing so we have enough food for diving into that cave. But that's going to be fun. Now we have a cave to explore as well. I think once we go down that cave we will also find a lot of more resources. We're going to find a lot of diamond, maybe even some gold. We could probably find a little bit of redstone, probably quite a lot of coal, and maybe even a spawner if we are really lucky. And then we can make a decision, as we actually haven't started on our lair yet, should we just relocate to base level 0 and do an underground base? I've never done that as well, but I haven't done most of the bases. And I could hear some... No. And I think without running back up and down, back and forth all the time, we should... I'm gonna get rid of some more birch. We, of course, should make a double chest down here for the stone. No reasons to run all that stone up and down the mountain all the time. Make it easier access for inventory, for sort of making that a little bit of a bigger cave system. So that should be enough. Birch planks. From the planks, I'm gonna make 2 chests. Then let's just get rid of that for now. And I'm not sure, I don't want to have them too much in the way. So I'm actually gonna put it there. That means we can start to mine behind them before we move them. So I'm gonna add the stone in here. I know we don't need for some time. We can add this. The andesite I want to bring back up to our sort of main layer. But as we are also using the spruce down here, I'm going to leave this down here because that makes it easier to start to construct that house. And it's still daytime, so let's just make some decisions on that. So back on that, we could probably use some fuel down here. We're going to bring the logs and the wool with us. So like that. So here, look at that. The leaves have dropped, and as the leaves have dropped, so does the saplings. But I would want to continue placing more spruce rather than birch. Or oak even, because that's what we are currently building with. And we chopped down a spruce here, but probably despawn now while going into the mine. So let's bring that down and see if we will have some saplings dropping around here for us. There is actually one located, so oh well. Stick. Always nice early like that. So we should make a fishing hat. That's what we decided. So let's continue on that while we have some daylight, and when it starts to become dark, we're going to go back up to the lair. So if we have this structure, I'm going to go up here so we can sort of look at what we are doing. We will be standing here doing some fishing, like fish, fish, fish. It looks good, yada yada. And you come here. Should you have the house here or here? I'm not entirely convinced. And once I sort of make the decision, then we are shit out of luck. So house, deck, deck, house. House, deck, house, deck. What will make the most sense? Would you, if you come with a boat here, you go on your ladder up here, it says hello, would you then turn and go into the house, or would you expect the house to be located here? That's actually a good question. I think I'm going to make a decision that I'm actually would want to have the house here. Yep, let's make the house there. And if we do that, then we should just make a decision where and how big and where to have the deck. And then just go for it. So, I'm thinking, sorry. I actually can't do that. So, pillar. Then 1, 2, 3. That's a lot of water. Pillar. That pillar should be Should that pillar be house actually already? Yep, that's gonna be a house. But that means our house should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could make sense actually. So look at this. If we have the pillar, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide house, and odd numbers. And as we're gonna fill this in, we can just start right away, so we don't need to get rid of this. 3 pillar, 1, 2, 3 pillar. So 1, 2, 3 pillar, 1, 2, 3 pillar. A small little house with fishing hut. I think that would work. Don't you? What could be the worst thing that could happen? Because I mean, it's Minecraft. We just need to redo it. And that's the axe, and we brought the spare. And we are getting some inventory space back. I think I'm gonna use the dirt, but we're probably gonna use stone if we're gonna leave this open. But for now, yeah, we don't actually need to waste logs going into the water. So then we need to decide 1 or 2 floors. A fishing hut. I think we should go 2 floors. And if we do it like that, can be a small one. That means it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with that. 9 deep and 5 wide. It's a fairly small building. Well, it's odd, so it should work with this roof. Yeah. Yep, I like it. Let's go for it. I'm tired of overthinking, over planning. We have a little dirt on our lair as well. There we ran out. And let's say we come from this. We come from our lair. You come down here. Door either on the back side or door on this side. So I think door on this side. That means that we could also make a decision on how high should this building be. So we need odd numbers, because I mean a door is 2. So we can't build like that because it's gonna look ugly, which means it is at least 4 high. And if it's a small house, that would work. Otherwise, it needs to be 5 high, and I think 5 is gonna be... 5 is not gonna look good. It's gonna be too high. So I'm actually gonna leave that there, and it start to become dark. Time to go to bed. Again. So much running. Let's bring that up for fuel as well as... I'm gonna bring this with me and let's go. Back up. So I think we also need to start to prioritize to actually build the pathway down. And it's so hard to do good pathways going up and down a big mountain like this. So if we do that, we need to make sure... Let's see, we don't have any creeper. We need to make sure that we have enough building material, because we're probably going to need to fill in quite a lot. And I'm not entirely sure it's going to look that good with too much stairs. I would prefer to have like a dirt pathway here we have ended up with a huge one. Then we need dirt to climb it. And there's the creeper. There's always a creeper lurking. Let's get him down on flat ground so we can hunt him. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Yeah, I hear you. And I refuse to look at you because you're scary. Yeah, we don't brought any oak either. So let's go to sleep and pick this up tomorrow when the slides. And he's scary. Here's some oak. Probably time to... Hey! You ran into me. Fucker. Oh, sorry. Shouldn't curse. Ow. You are dead as Elvis, right? Is that... dirt. Please, Mr. Creeper, do not kill us. Just yet. Oh, you can come in. I said creeper. Of course I meant the Enderman. I hear you. I'm ready for you. That's why you should always bring some dirt. So I was a little bit sloppy. Actually getting rid of all the dirt. Now we have andesite as well. Andesite. So I said we should probably texturize this as well with andesite. So let's do that right away. It looks so much better. There. Like that. It's gonna be good for now. So let's get rid of this. I'm gonna keep the spruce. We're accumulating a little bit of wool. I like that. I think also it's time we need the spruce sapling. I don't have any more oak, so hopefully it's gonna drop. Now we have full health, so let's see if he's still roaming. There he is. Come in here. There you go. The fourth one. I like it. Oh, we got a grass block. Thank you. That's nice. Could use that. And we are ready. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Should have thought about he actually can't go into the door. But you never know. Suddenly he just teleports behind you. It could be nice to make sure that you are covered. So let's save the dirt this time. I'm actually going to bring an extra stack because we need to fill in that. As well as we know, we have some planks. We have some stairs. So I'm going to bring the stairs as well. Just to show what I wanted to do. And we should have dirt ready. And here, look at this. A lot of saplings. Yay. That's good. We need wood. A lot of wood. So just... we're going to continue what we have done. Chop them down. Replant. And for the main structure, we need oak. So let's continue planting oak. More saplings. Here we have some of the old spruce, but I think we're gonna continue with spruce. What the heck? There. And just be consistent. Oak up here and spruce down at the mine. Even if we are fairly done, I think, with the wood for the mine, we're gonna need a lot of spruce for that Fisherman Hat. I just have a feeling it's gonna look amazing with a little bit of a more classical house or structure. Especially if everything we're gonna build is like a mountain house. Integrated into the mountain, it should be some more classical organic buildings. A house. And I know how to build that. Hopefully. We have a plan. That's always something. I think we're gonna build it with stone, so probably should bring a stack of stone as well. And then I think we're just gonna texturize the stone with some cobblestone, a little bit of andesite, and some stone bricks. We also need that for sort of the structure that should go into the water. Of course, we need to be consistent, and we need to sort of make it look good. Giant oak trees are nice from wood, but they take so much time ensuring you have cleared all the logs so you don't end up with just one and none of the leaves will actually go away. Wood. Sapling. Yeah, let's replant it, because this ledge should make it grow into a giant. If my theory so that is correct. Let's plant oak. Let's plant oak. Let's get rid of birch. Let's plant oak. Like that. Yes. More oak. Should we just continue clearing birch, replacing with oak? Let's do that. Oak. Oak. And then we can add some oak down here as well. So this doesn't look much now, but I think that's gonna look amazing when we're done. Hopefully. I'm not making any promises, but I will do my best to build something amazing. Did we get some more seed maybe? Nope, we cannot apparently. Now let's, I think, just should make some sort of temporary building structure. These are house pillars, right? If they are house pillars, how high should they go? And if they're not in a house pillars, how low should they go? That's the question, right? And I'm picturing a wooden deck on that side, mostly, and maybe a little bit on this side. Sort of going into the structure. And maybe we should take away a little bit of the water around to sort of emphasize it's a fisherman's hut. But one thing at a time. So, if this is the height, should we add beams, cross beams? Then they will be visible. That's probably not a bad decision. That means In that case, that's gonna be the entrance. Oof. To our house. Oh well. I'm gonna build it that way. Housewarming party. Yay! So, come on, we need that lock. Should it go on all sides in that case? Like that as well? That's actually the question. That cross beam, because it's too wide. I think the house might ended up too wide in relation to how nah, that's gonna be good. 5 wide and 1, 2, 3. Yep. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm not entirely convinced, but it might be a good idea. So we need more. Let's plant more spruce. We need a lot of spruce. Spruce. It's like Batman. Wonder if he was named Spruce instead of Bruce. Spruce, come here. I don't think he would have been equally cool, right? No hero follows Spruce. Then we're back to, if we make it, should it be pillars? No, I'm actually gonna leave these as beams. Makes more sense. Like that. And if this is gonna be house, it needs to be... Should that work? Yes, I think it might work actually. Might need to extend this a little. Might be a little bit too narrow, but it's easier going out in the water than moving the entire house. So I'm gonna leave them there. And I forgot to bring an axe. I forgot to bring iron. I am that's really not good. But wait a minute. I am really stupid. Oh no. Remember? We were to raise the entire of this area by 1 block. So we could ensure that we sort of had a little bit of room between... Ah, okay. I need an axe, so let's just spend some time fishing. If we end up with any fortune book, we are ready to go into the depth and explore that mine as well. I said mine, I meant cave. We should go down and explore the cave. And oh well, it's getting dark, so it's not the end of the world. But we need another axe, and I'm actually fairly sure we are out of iron. And if we don't have another pickaxe, and we don't, we need to go back to wood. So we have up there some iron. And that hole should be connected to our base as well. So we have so much to do. And I'm a little bit all over the place currently. But I think if we can just finish at least the base structure of this building, because we have enough wood and wool, we can add a second bed down here, which means if we want to work down here, then we sleep here. And if we want to work up there, we sleep up there. It will save us from running up and down all the time. But to do that, we need... He fell down, the spider. Then we need a structure around it. We need a door, and we should have a spruce door. And we need stone. And to do that, we also need a lot of dirt. So we can raise this by one. And we're gonna need that axe. I think we could make dew. This is starting to be a little bit scary because we have quite a way to go up as well. We also need material for that axe, so preferably not go back to stone tools. But we need to work with what we got. So bring some stone. Let's forget about the texturing for now. Down there it's going to be function first now. I heard the skeleton, but let's not waste that saplings and sticks. Yep. So, what did we bring? Oak logs. We're going to use this for the buildings up here. Spruce is still in our inventory. We have enough dirt. We can plant some oak. Yeah, hi on you too. Oh. And we should save the apples, because we need them end game. I'm gonna save the rotten flesh. We have a cooked fish. Let's cook that and cook that and cook that. There you go. So, save the logs. We don't need the buffer. Mr. Puffer. So what did we say? We should bring probably 2 stacks of this. And I also think I'm gonna bring at least half a stack of andesite. Half a stack of cobble, and I'll actually bring all the bricks because I want to continue working on that fisherman's hut, and we might as well just, let's do it like this. More wood. The fisherman's hut's gonna have a brown bed. Yes, it will. 1 brown bed coming up. No more wool. So what do we need more? I actually thought about something, and yes, I can actually think sometimes. Yeah, there it is. I knew it was something. A door. And we gonna need to start to actually get some sand and melt some sand for some glass as well, but at least they can't, the mobs can't get into the windows. So, nope, no creepers, no creepers. Enderman. There's the creeper. It's always a creeper, right? I guess. Yeah, I know. We forgot the most important thing. Tools. Do we have iron? No, we don't. Do we have iron? No, we don't. Do we have any sticks? Yes, we do. So I might as well just make a stone pickaxe as well, because we're gonna use that up. Most definitely. And that's just sad. Okay. We need to find iron. And we know we have some iron up here. But let's leave that for now, because we probably also gonna need to do some more fishing, and you never know. It's very slim chance, but you never know. That fortune could drop. And then we need to prioritize to get down to -58 and start to mine some diamonds. You're in no rush. It's day 3. Play together. I'm not sure. As well as we have so much to do anyway. I mean, we have projects all over now, which is fun. But I'm almost starting to feel that maybe we started building a little bit too much all over. Oh, it's so slow still. You should try to stay focused in one area to finish anything. So with that said, no, too short. Yes, we should make sure. This is so stupid. We need to full inventory already. That's impressive. Yep. Need to ensure that we have a house. So let's leave some of this. For now, we don't need a bed. And the mumbling about this stupid part is obviously that I said to make this work, we need to raise this entire area with one block. So otherwise this won't work, which means we need ground here, which means do we actually need to waste wood here? And that's probably the only place we need to keep it because it's visible. But down here, no, we don't. Because down here, it shouldn't be water. It's gonna be land. I think I need to ensure that we do that first. I'm gonna save it like this for now. That means if this is, this is land, which means that can go. Maybe we should keep that for now, actually. But this should be ground. The reason why I'm leaving this is should be stone here, right? So, but let's continue building in dirt so we know for sure. Like that. So, this is gonna be ground, and this most definitely gonna be ground. We definitely don't need that one. Like that. That means this is gonna be ground. This is gonna be ground. Like this. And I'm just doing this to ensure that I don't make any more mistakes with that. So, and this is a very boxy area as it is, so we can just start to dig out some of it for more dirt. A little bit of basic terraforming. And let's be a little bit... Oh, do we have a cave system that I have missed? Wonder what this leads us. To water. A lot of coal and... Yep. And try to mine that coal later on, so I'm gonna leave the torch as a reminder that it's probably gonna be... Oh, I wonder if this goes all the way up to our base, maybe even. Yep, let's leave that. I think we can find iron there. But I'm not starting yet another project. We need some dirt. That's what we are doing. Damn you too. I mean, it's gonna be unnecessary to take away all this dirt just to realize in like 10 episodes, 10 playing gaming days that, oh, we shouldn't have taken away all that dirt, and then you need to put it back in. So I'm trying to be a little bit selective on how much and where I take away too much base material. There's a trader. I don't have anything to trade with yet, but and he's bugged. Yeah. Sea pickle. That's a different type of trader, right? It's the ghost. Ghost trader. This is so slow. Sugarcanes. Yeah, I'm gonna use those as well. I'm gonna bring some sand. Do we have inventory space for that? Yes, we do. So we can make some glass. Some glass panes for our Fisherman Hat. And I saw a turtle, so I might do something later on with the turtles as well. There we go. Let's bring some more dirt. I know we're gonna need it. And let's get rid of this as well. And back to building. Yay. There we go. Now we can continue. Boom. Backing into stuff, so I put the blocks in the wrong place. Obviously we're not gonna leave it this boxy, but I'm actually just gonna do it just enough on the outside so we can keep track on where we are building the house, because that's the priority now. And then we can always fill in one block at a time when we get time or material. Right? I think that makes more sense. That's a full one. Thank you. Do we have any? No, we don't. So let's wait. There we go. Thank you. But so we just gonna do it like this, and then we're gonna pick up the string again, and I think unload a little bit into this chest over here. String, seed, birch. Oh, that's a lot of sand we actually brought back with us. That's nice. Like that. So, back to house building. So, that means all of this is one level too short. That will teach us. Keep track of your levels. This is just a waste of resources and time, and it's a waste of resources not due to resources. We are not losing the wood, but we are losing durability on our 4 stone axe. So that's how we have lost all of our iron. Keep redoing the same thing over and over and over again. So it's going to be a house here. That's what we decided, right? So we should be safe to do that now. It means we should be able to do this again. Will we reach it? No, we won't. So a bit like that. No, Mr. Turtle. Yeah, that figures. Sight. He keeps following us. He's creepy. Wonder if he's lonely. Maybe that's the problem. I'm so lonely. Come play with me. If we look at this, now we only have... Did I do it too low yet again? Then I'm going to be really pissed at myself. No, I'm not going to piss myself. I'm going to be a little bit disturbed of what I actually did. Because 2 is not enough. Not by a long shot. Because if we walk the wooden deck here... Crap. I messed up again. I'm so tired of myself. Oh, he's scary. No, I'm not looking at you. I'm not. But spider on the wall. Ow. Ow. Time to eat, right? Probably should make this a real wooden structure because I keep messing up. We need 1, 2, 3. Because if we have a doorway and then we have the structure, that means also if this is the structure we are walking on, then this is the structure we are walking into the house. That means if this is ground, we have stepped down from the house structure, which means this is 1 too low yet again. I think I'm just gonna wait with the cross beams until we have sort of started to figure this out. And I think the only way to start to do this properly now is to build from the front side. Then I'm actually gonna start to lay some of this wooden deck I want straight away, because then we have that. We know that this is gonna be the level of the deck for our, and that means this shouldn't be here, and that needs to be stone. But let's leave that. So here we are. Thirsty. If we are walking into... Hello, Mr. Drowned. I was hoping I can actually finish this so we could put down the bed and go to sleep. You can always do that in the open, but I just want the structure in place. I'm currently apparently obsessed with getting this right. Like that. So, if we are going into our house, let's say we want a doorway here. Door. That looks funny. So, we have a door. We are going into our house here. Are we? Yes, I think. Here we have stone structure. This is gonna be the wall of our house. That means we can do like this. Should have a window. So, hello, I'm home. Honey, I'm home. I think it would make sense to step down on either like ground plane wooden deck here. And then the ground is actually on this level. So we have like 1, 2, 3 levels. That will make some nice depth as well. Could probably get rid of this now. That means we are not entirely sure if we... Because if we have a deck here, we probably need to fill in all of this. Yep. That's gonna be fun. That means we should start to replant these trees. Or else. He keeps following us. He wants a hug, I think. That means that... I want that helmet. Oh no. Oh no. Helmet. Yeah, I could see you. There you go. Huh. There. We have tools again. And let's just be smart about this, right? And go to sleep. That way we get rid of a little bit of mobs. And we have a new respawn spot. So if we die, we can at least run in from here. So, back to house. That means that if we continue the structure of the wooden deck. Keep pushing the wrong button. If this is the deck, then we have the ground floor still on a bad level, I think. So if this is ground, this needs to be ground. Yep, this needs to be ground. That means everything here should be filled in. So we need to probably find quite a lot of dirt. That means, obviously, if this is wooden deck, we will not notice that pillar. But this, no, let's just make a decision that we will not look at these. Let's save the material. Like that. That looks nice, yay! So we should have a wooden deck into the house. Just like the hut is built. Yeah, that would make sense. But I feel that I probably should make the door... It's gonna be too small, right? That's not big enough. So the door should probably here, and all of this needs to be at a house. Then this might be too small. I think I need to move this out a few steps, but at least we know. And guess what? I messed up again, right? So one way around that could be just to make a decision that we're gonna keep this. So if we keep this, nah. And the problem now is we lose the stone and end up with cobblestone. Well, it's not the end of the world, it's just a little bit stupid of me. So. There, that looks better. Yes, it does. So, we want the door there. It's not that easy, just start building something from... I have no clue. I'm just building. And... Yep, I like that. And then maybe that should be... And the side, yes. And yes, I know I'm continue destroying... And let's make that cobble. Yep, much better. That one should be, and this not stone, and there you are. Yep, I like that. So this is at least some progress now. So there is the house. Now we're getting somewhere. But if we go into the house from the front, from the porch side, it would make sense to have a second door here. I think I know. That means we don't brought enough doors, but we have a third door in the lair. So I think I'll just do like that. That also means we should probably have a window. Yep. On the back side, I don't think you... Maybe a window. But we can always fix that later in that case. I think it would make more sense to have like a full wall. We could have like fishnets and stuff on that wall. Because that would be something you would hide away from the sun, right? And that should be a shade wall. So that's where you were to put your nets, I think. But here you would most definitely have a window. That would make sense. And if we have the door there, should we make another window? Yeah, I think so. Well, that looks good, right? Yeah, I like it. And I'm thinking 1 floor, 2 floor. So we need to go up. Should we texturize right away? So get rid of that. That's going to be brick, cobble, and the side. And the side. And the side bricks. So I said brick, and the side cobble. I'm gonna bring that stone back. Cobblestone, brick, and the side. So brick. And the side. And the side. Brick. Cobble, I think. Will look okay. Cobble. Yeah. I think I'm gonna leave this as much stone as possible. Just that, just for some variation. That's gonna be brick. And the side. Yep. Yeah, brick. Yep. That looks fairly good, actually. We already texturized part of this. Looks fairly good from the inside, as well as having pillars there. Yeah, visible structure in the middle. I think that would work. And that means we should probably add either a pillar. Yeah, you keep snoring. Should we add a... Because, I mean, we can't have floor here. It's gonna be... look a little bit weird. So we should probably have a floor on the 3rd level here. Not entirely sure if we'd make a 2nd floor. I think we're gonna need to have stairs here, and then might get rid of these 2 windows. So then we need to go up. That should make it so floor on... Yep, floor on that level. Really need to think about stuff like this from start. Yep. Did we get more spruce? We're using up spruce now. Spruce. That's not growing. Let's get rid of this. We're gonna use more fuel because we're gonna need more stone. So spruce. This tree we're just gonna leave because it's gonna be too close to the spruce for it to grow. This oak tree I'm actually gonna replant. If we get a giant oak here, I think I'm gonna leave it because it's gonna look good. But if we do that, then first let's be smart. Yeah, you guessed it. Let's start raising the ground when we have blocks. There you go. And then let's plant an oak in the middle. And if that grows into giant, we probably gonna leave it. It's starting to be dark. No, I didn't. Fumble. Yep, snoring. Oh no, I hate them. Small ones. They are so aggressive. And so short. Time to go to the bed. Currently. Yep, no monsters. Close by. We are back to bed. And probably gonna need more tools soon, but before we do that, we actually had some wood planks and some... No, we don't need that yet, but don't need oak. So I wanted to check and test something out first. So some more strip spruce. I have done 54, so apparently I have messed up quite a few times now. Do we have stairs? Yeah, more stairs, like that. So we might as well continue on the deck as well, because this is something we actually know we want, right? That way we have more of a permanent place to do some fishing as well. But this is where I need to start thinking again. Apparently it's not my strongest. Like this, yes. I'm actually gonna do 3 like this. I had an idea, and I'm not gonna lie, it's something I saw in the tutorial from Blue Nerd, which I think is an amazing builder when it comes to visual crafting, but he's on Java. And that's to do it like that. Yeah, I actually think that works. And we have a stair, so if we were to add a no stair there. I'm just gonna borrow that idea. I'm not sure if it was him, but let's just pretend it was him. So let's give credit to where credit should be. So no one watches this and says, oh, I saw that on and they used all that. Because I mean, it's Minecraft. We all use exactly the same blocks. So it's not that easy to be 100% original if you actually want to build something that looks good. So this might have been something with the upside down stairs that I have seen in a tutorial, because I have watched a lot of tutorials. But I'm going to be comfortable to say I like it anyway, so I'm just going to leave it there. It gives a little bit of depth, because nothing becomes more boxy and blocky if you keep using the same type of blocks, right? that means it's gonna be a block, and that block's gonna make it, yeah, you guessed it, boxy. Ha ha ha. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm building odd numbers. It's just something we have to do. But that's going to be ground. So, whoops. Might as well. Maybe we should actually leave that in case we could make a little bit of a beach here. Yep, I'm going to leave that. I'm not sure. Or, I mean, it can be just one block in the ground. It's not the end of the world, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a long. Yep. Maybe you're wondering what we are doing. That means if we put a deck there, we can enter from here. We could enter from here. That would make sense. I like it. And then we could add upside down stairs on all the way on the outside, because then we have this little nice like edge, and that will also make it, yeah, it will give depth. I like that. We need depth when we are building in Minecraft, so it will look better. So if we go all the way there, and now we ran out of stairs, and we, yep, it's gonna look amazing. I can feel it. And then I think it's gonna be nice to use slabs rather than stairs. Let's leave it like that. So then we walk up with slabs, because the slabs will make it more, a little bit of a smoother transition. Yep. And I actually gonna add that back, because I'm not sure if we're gonna actually show this or not. So this is gonna be hidden, most definitely. Here we have more spruce, so let's go chop that down. See, it's 4 p.m. here in Sweden. I'm in Sweden. If you just tuned in and are new to this, I'm in Sweden. It's episode 3 on Play Together. I just started this world a couple of hours ago, so the reason why I'm giving you the time 4 p.m. or 1600 is that we have just spent roughly 4.5, I think 5 hours. I mean, the stream time will show, I think about 4, let's call it 4 hours, rounded to 4 hours. We have spent 4 hours in this world, and this is where we're at. And you say, okay, have you done this and only this for 4 hours? Well, yeah, but we also have started on sort of where we decided to build our lair up there. It's going to be a mountain base, sort of within this entire mountain, because you have like a hollow here and a big hollow here. I'm going to connect them, and we're going to sort of recreate most of that mountain into one huge mountain base, and I think that could be cool. And we are also building a mine, a tunnel here. So we are sort of building on quite a lot of locations currently. There. And that's going to be all the way down to -58, because we gonna go hunt diamonds. But we hit like a cave system on more or less 0. So we have left that for now. But this is going to be like a cool cave. I also made a decision that I think it's going to make more sense. Not only from like, would that be plausible? Because I think that's nice when you design a world like this, to make it plausible. But just, I want to build an automated sorting system for all the stone here, because if you have the mine, you have the stone. That's going to make sense. That means if we are building a fishing hut, then we can even have a villager trader fisherman here. Once we start to find some villagers, because we haven't been, 4 hours, come on. That means I'm sort of want to build into like how it would be in a real city. You would not find in a medieval city. You would go into different type of districts. So you find stone in the stonemason district. You find meat in the butchery district and so on. So I think that could be nice here as well. So I want to have stone with the stone. Oh, we actually got a giant oak tree. And I think we're going to leave that because it's going to look good. That means we could probably get rid of this and don't replant it until we know how it's going to look. So let's leave that, and leaves going to fall off. And the spruce down here is just because we need the material. Nothing of this is going to be left here once we're done. But I like to do it like this. Why not just plant tree around you where you're currently building? It's a faster and easier way to keep sort of adding materials. And that's why we currently have spruce here. So, and now when we have this and this and this. Yep. Nope. More planks. So, I wanted to sort of ensure that we have enough planks, and we are not entirely sure about this, so let's leave it there. I'm not sure I'm going to use that for stairs on that side, but all the way up to that, I think we should use upside down stairs on the outside of the structure. It's gonna look awesome. This should be dirt. I think that would make sense because we need the pathway down as well. Maybe actually leave that to make some stone here. That means if we have the pathway here, this is where the stone should be and not all the way down there. That could look good as well. So maybe do a little bit of a rounded shape. Or should we cut it here? Let me think about that. So we don't need to make that decision now. But what we know is that here we need dirt, cause... Or do we? We can't make one huge giant wooden deck. I don't like that, cause we need... Whoa. We need some depth as well, so we need different levels. So let's just imagine we do it like this. If we add a slab here, yep, that's gonna be right. Did I make any slabs? Probably not. That means this gonna actually be visible. Whoops. Where are you? Ow. There he is. I can hear some as well. Jeez. So, probably time to go to bed again. That means that we should probably get rid of this as well. And this gonna be visible again. So this gonna be ground level after all. Cobblestone here. So I can hear them. So look at this. Hello. And a small one. They are nasty. That means we can step down here and then probably ground level here. And we can go from here and we should step down. Ow! Oh, thought that was a little bit too much damage from one. Yeah, that was a nice. Here it comes. There we go. Let's go to bed. A little bit too much going on. So. Skeletons are sneaky. No. Ow. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. There are so much skeletons. Where he keeps firing from? Yep. You go out in the sun. I like them, having them kill themselves. That's fun. So, where were we? I think this is gonna be where we enter as well. That means we could probably be fairly comfortable that I'll close that, and I want to use some stairs. Yeah, most definitely. That's gonna look amazing. And on this, whoa, that's a bad one. Like that. Yes, that means we need stone there. Could have dirt here. We're gonna fill this in. Yep, but this can't be, because if this is gonna be, would make sense actually to just close it here. Or leave it open and add slabs, but I think I'm gonna add fences here. That means it should be, if it's gonna be ground here, we need to fix what we just broke on the other side as well. Needs to be stone and stuff on this level. So let's add rougher stone closer to the ground, and we need another axe. So get rid of this clutter in the inventory for now. Like that. Yep. And another axe. We have another of those. So, yep. But that's not a good location, because it didn't look good with that one. I could see that one coming from far away. So we are going back to stone. A brick. Let's add, actually, this can look good. We're gonna add 2 bricks there. And then just a regular stone there. It's okay. Yeah, I like it. It's gonna be nice. And then we have brick. I think one more. But we're gonna get rid of this and add a stone instead. I think stone, cobble. think I'm growling. Yeah, and we're gonna need to do the stairs there as well. There you go. Yep. We can leave that. I should go make some slabs as well. It's gonna look amazing. Haha. And we already have more wood. Yes. So get rid of that. Get some dirt. Dirt. Jump. Oh, that's a really tall one. Boom, boom. Replant. There you go. Whoops. Replant. We are adding more and more spruce. I like it. Gonna be good for our lair that we need to start building at soon as well, so we can. But now I've decided to let's make a fisherman hut. But I'm not entirely sure what we should use for roofing. And I'm not sure we even have found any good stone for that. Even if, maybe not even do it in stone. But that means that, I mean, red brick could be nice, but I'm not sure if I want to spend all that time finding some clay. Dark roof could be nice as well, but I think with this wood, clay could be nice. So maybe just leave that, and for every single clay we find, we can just make some bricks, and those bricks we can just gradually add on our roof. That means we need to make a decision on how to build this house. And obviously we can't add... We need to add floor. And I think floor should be on the 4th level. That also means if we are adding floor, it should be visible, right? And then we are back to the beams. But I think I'm comfortable now when we have sort of finally sorted where we have all the beams to add one more level. So let's go up here like this. That means we can do like that. Really. So, now I don't want to jump down yet. Let's not fall down. There you have your level. Yes, please. And we should, of course, have some sort of roofing, and we should probably make some floors. Whoops. But here will come, if we come in here, I'm thinking roof. Should we then? Should it be a flat roof, or should it be some ceiling height on that? And then should we have 1 or 2 floors here? We definitely gonna have 2 floors on the second one. And we're gonna need stairs. So let's see. Slab, 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 or we can have stair, 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 stair. Slab's gonna look better, but it's gonna take more space in question. So I might actually think we should make let's just get a feel for this. If we come from outside, and yes, it's not going to be double ceiling height here. And if we have it like that, means we could sacrifice these 2 blocks or even just that for a single stair. Yep, I like it. We need that door, so it's almost time. But will we be using up more spruce doors further down? Probably. So should we make another 3? That's the question. And we brought some slabs, but let's make some new as well. The wrong block. I'm sorry. Slabs. Ah, look at that. Yes, levels. And that, and this edge, and that, and that. So we have 3 different depth and structures, as well as textures and materials in the same, like, 3 blocks area. Now we are starting to actually build. Yes. And if we add a stair like, no, that's not right. Like stair, that means we probably need to sacrifice that block as well as that block. And that's never gonna work. You would never build a stair that take that much space in such a small house. So you would have a small and steep stair, because you only would go up for sleeping, because you would be working down here, right? That means that it should be stairs. And then we are back to, should we have a single stair? So stair, 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 or stair, maybe slab, stair, 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 no, stair, stair. Yeah, like this, I think. So a stair and a stair, and then upside, whoa, upside down stair, a full block. Window will just not do it. Stone. It's gonna look much better, right? You can feel it. And then, no, sorry. Stair. Upside down stair. Stair. Yep, that's it. So, yep, I like it much better. Now we actually have a way to get up here when we are building as well, so we don't need to be jumping and building. Sometimes I wonder what goes on in my mind. You actually just built that hole. Why are you? Do we want just a stair? We could even make a pillar, maybe. Yeah. So a pillar. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that for now. And then we said, let's probably do some form of stripped birch wood on that. Oh, there's a witch. That's not good. We do not like them. I thought I actually gonna hit the water. Oh, that's embarrassing. So I have a lot of wood now. Could we? Yeah, we made the bed. Do we have any? Yeah, but birch wood planks. It's not gonna cut it. We're gonna need birch wood. Now we have a really big spruce tree stump there. That's nice. And 11 saplings. So we have become tree farmers. We also need to start to do some proper mining as well, because we need more iron. You always need iron in the beginning, but I just made a decision to start building on this house right away, so we have like more of a permanent location. It feels better. That means also we are doing a lot of our construction currently with stone tools. Yeah, I know. Let's hope that that witch is still... That's still not there, because then we would probably just end up dead. We have 9 hours now. Might actually be able to fight her off. There you go. Stripped birch wood, I think. Oh, we don't have any. Let's go back and make... That grew up fast, right? More eggs. Back to chopping. I'm gonna laugh if I end up actually needing more birch, then because I refuse to replant any. But one thing at a time. We're gonna leave that because I think it's actually gonna be a permanent tree for us, and it looks really good. We got lucky with that. It's fairly round, but still the giant one, so it's the perfect for that location. It's tedious trying to and having to sort of construct trees if we can actually just... If I want a tree, I prefer to have the natural version of it rather than sort of constructing one myself. But sometimes we have to, depending on how we want them to look and the area we have to work with. So, let's do this, right? So if we add some birch wood and then strip it down, should be able to do stripped birch planks, right? Or is it called wood then? No, wood planks. There you have stripped birch wood and stripped birch log. I'm not sure how much difference that looks actually. So we take a log, we take some wood. Is it exactly the same? So that's the wood and that's the log. What's the difference? It's exactly the same texture. That means why should we... Yeah, we don't want to spend more time. That's just vanity. I don't get it. It looks exactly the same. The stripped log and the stripped... I don't get it. If you know if it should actually be any difference, please let me know. Because I feel that's stupid. Why would anyone want to make wood when the log looks exactly the same, but the logs will be so much faster? Now I'm still want to make the woods anyway, because I'm a little bit disturbed, which is also one of my favorite band, by the way, that it doesn't... I can't tell the difference, so... It can't be right. It should be some difference. Doesn't make sense. I'm gonna do the wood just because, but I can't see the difference between the two textures. If you know, please let me know. Birch, stripped birch log versus stripped birch wood. Should there be a visible difference? Does the block have any different, sort of the entity of the blocks? Do they behave differently, or is it just, let's call it vanity, that I have made the stripped wood? Because when I put it down, I think it looks exactly the same. And if it is the same, I don't get it, because it's not one-to-one. So you need more stripped birch logs to make less stripped birch wood, and that wood looks the same. If it behaves differently because it's like a wood block or something, I would get it. Otherwise, no. I was hoping I could actually use both the strip log and the wood to texturize, to make a little bit of difference in the wall, but apparently not. So we will probably end up using some sandstone or even sand for that. Could look good. We have so much saplings currently. It just keeps dropping insane amount of saplings, right? And let's continue because we need more. Bam, you two, you're in the way. I don't want to kill you. Stone tools are useless. They last like 5 seconds doing stuff like this. I would want to have full enchanted netherite. It's not the first time I play Minecraft, obviously. I hope you could tell, but I'm still a beginner, and it's definitely the first time I stream Minecraft. So I've been working for almost 4 weeks on a survival world of mine, and I just got full enchanted netherite tools after making an trading hall. But then I just feel that I keep just doing the same thing. Now I have all the tools. I just build more and more machines and more tools. I'm sort of missing something. And then I made the decision that, okay, I want to start over in parallel. I want another sort of parallel world where I can experiment. And then I made about why shouldn't I stream that? Maybe someone is actually interested in keeping me company when I'm streaming, and I thought, well, if they are interested in keeping me company, even if no one is listening, by streaming I'm forced to speak, as there are actually someone here listening, and as I'm forced to speak, it's not as lonely as playing solo. Maybe that's a little bit hilarious for someone, but it actually feels a little less lonely, and that someone is listening. So it makes it a little bit more fun. It's almost like playing with someone else. Because I always play solo, so I kind of like the feeling that someone is listening. But I'm not sure if someone actually is, so. But it doesn't matter. Right now, I'm all good. Might 1, 2, 3. We made that 4 for some reason. Oh well. I should have made that 5 or 3. But I'm gonna leave it. So we need to make, so as we made it 5, the reason why we want to work with odd numbers, it's 7 now but 5 in between, is obviously then you have a center. And if you have a center block, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, we can build a center roof. And to build that center roof, we also need a center house structure. I'm gonna get rid of the strips I have first. And this needs to be at least 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4. Because we have, if we would put a log here and then another floor, we have 3 in sort of ceiling height. That works if we just needs to be at least 4. Because if you add just 3, and let's say we want to add a balcony, and you want to add a door out to the balcony, then you sort of have your head at the ceiling height. So at least 4. But I'm not sure if we should add a cross beam here or not, as we did on the previous floors, but I'm gonna do that. And then does that mean we should have a cross beam on this side as well? Maybe it should. But then it will be visible. Yeah, let's add a beam here as well. Yeah. Seems like we are actually having some progress now. Ow! I fell down. Oh, zombie! Ouch! This is gonna be dangerous. We are running out of health. There we have some food. Well, food is... Oh! That's scary. Mm-hmm. Where are we going? Let's... No food. Let's make a run, forest. I did not expect that. So we got rid of at least the pillager, the raid. Let's go to sleep. Bat. Yep. Bat. On. I can hear you. Bat. There's the wood. There's the log. Let's do wood. Knock on wood. There. Strip. And I'm actually gonna wear. So we are upgraded from leather to half of it in gold. Now that's nice. And we have enough axe to chop this down as well. I'm gonna start. If you leave the first one on spruce, they're usually not 7 blocks. That means this was a short one. And you don't need to waste any time adding an extra block to stand up. That should be a tree, right? Maybe not. So, there we... Let's save that for now, because I want to continue building. So, streaming feels a little bit less lonely. And I kind of like that. It's a nice concept. We should add a roof like this. And then I'm not sure we should have that beam there actually. But I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to do a center pillar on this building. We could add 2 as well. Then it's 1, 1, 1. But I think it might actually make more sense and look better to have 1 in the center. I also want to make a frame of spruce stairs for the roof. And I would probably want to be even 1 more. This we need to actually think about. Needs to look good as well. So if we add that, it will be like this. I will show you. No, currently I will not show you. Holding down, I'm like Mr. Fumble. Let's do it like this. So, where's the upside down? There it is. How hard can it be? Like that. Then we actually have 1 block here that will show the pillar and stay fairly close in tone. But I'm a little bit worried that the roof's gonna be... No, it's gonna look fine. So that will make... I'm just gonna make a decision that that's how we should construct the first... Apparently not. The first... Sort of. And this is most definitely from Blue Nerd, but I sort of did that before I watched his tutorials as well. Never leave your roofs in line with your sort of structure. It's just going to be one big box. It looks like a kid made like a gingerbread house. You should always use depth, and you should always try to use some structure on it, because, well, it just looks better. Don't leave roofs. I don't do it. I don't think you should do either. Don't leave roofs in line with the building. It is not pretty, and we want pretty, right? I'm not even sure why I'm speaking about that, but, well, apparently I did. The madness set in early. There you go. There you go. We need probably to get a boat and go on an exploration journey and see if we can find some bamboo, right? Yeah, bamboo in Swedish, bamboo. We can make some scaffolding, because it's a pain keep building in dirt, especially with wood or stone or iron tools. It's a pain. Building, rebuilding. That sort of custom scaffolding in dirt. These are growing quickly. I like it. Spend more time actually chopping down wood than we are using it up building it. So I spend more time doing this than building currently. So I think it's about, we can just start comfortably to leave some of this for a few nights. So we are at episode 3 of this sort of, I'm going to call it season. That gives me a little bit of pressure to continue doing this, even if no one is listening. And that's not, to be honest, well, it's part of the reason, of course. Nobody's, I would say anybody's lying if you said, I'm streaming, but I don't care if anybody's listening. Well, I do if anybody's listening, but I don't do it for fame, because, I mean, I'm a beginner Minecrafter. Why would you ever want to, why would thousands want to follow a beginner Minecrafter when you can follow some amazing Minecrafters? But hopefully I can at least entertain someone to keep me company from time to time, and maybe that could be you. Because if we do that together, it is less lonely to play, as well as I think it's more fun for me, and hopefully that will make it more fun for you. And with that said, this looks boxy now, but I have plans. I'm not gonna leave it like that forever, I promise. And I know, at least for other type of wood, they actually have a little bit of edge structure. So if you like put it down from this, it's actually gonna be on the side. And that's not what we want, because it should be sort of standing. That would make the most sense. So we need to make sure so it looks like wooden boards in that case. So that's why I'm just not adding it. I'm not sure if I can, yeah, here you see the edge. So we don't want them to be on the flat side. That would not be how you construct it. Yeah, now they're standing. It looks good. And that is standing. And this should, because that's the world's smallest room and house if we don't add walls to that. But I think I would want to add like a second. Of course we need some sort of, but I would want this area to be a little bit smaller, because I think I would want to have a roof. I can't have one huge roof because it's not enough structure and depth and variation. That means that would mean that we would end up with like the same roof on both of these small house structures, and we would want to have a lower building here. That would make sense. I'm just not sure yet how much lower. 2, 3, 4. That's the same as that. But here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. Ouch. And then we are, yep, we need to start to place stairs to see how our crap. Oh, not to see crap, but there we go. How our roof shape's gonna be looking. Because I'm picturing like framing the roof. Can you say framing the roof? Apparently you can. With like one with spruce wood like this, spruce wood stairs, and then we could use another material on the inside. That will, and I'm thinking I would want to wait until we reach like diamond levels and use the deep slate bricks and tiles, because they actually look like roof. And I'm not entirely sure. I'm just gonna look. Nah, it's gonna be too flat. That's, nope, that's not gonna work. And we're gonna do a more, I mean, on the middle-aged, no, what I'm trying to say in English, the medieval, obviously, middle-aged, that's me, I'm middle-aged. Yeah, I'm 45, so I guess I'm middle-aged. No, on the medieval time, I think I've done, oh, iron, thank you, my research correctly. The house roofing, because they just didn't have the experience and the knowledge. They were very high and pointy like this. You can go on Google and do some search for like medieval designs. They were very pointy. And I think we need to incorporate that and if let's keep the blocks before they disappear. At least they are equally slow as us in water. That means that we should use stair block, full height block, and then stairs going up. There we have Mr. Creeper. He's gonna follow us because he's a creeper. No, you may not rest, because there are a million zombies trying to eat your brain. Boom! Can we sleep now? Yes, you can! Oh, look at that big tall chunk of... I have a creeper in the house now. That could be a fun surprise, running into that, looking like, oh, where should we place our roof? But nothing's left. So, do we have enough blocks? No, we don't. We need more. Do we have enough stairs? No, we don't. There, I think. That's gonna be good. There's the creeper. Did he run all the way through, or do we have two? Creeper. Creeper. No, he jumped out there. Or do we have it? No, not on the second floor either. That's good. So, stair. Dirt. So, stair. Upside down stair. Full block. Stair. Upside down stair. No, sorry. Full block. Stair. Upside down stair. Full block. Stair. Upside down stair. Full block. Stair. And we have reached the middle. And now we are don't want to fall down, because then we will die. Did I place that right? No, I did not. Should be on the other side, obviously. Like that. And then like that. And then like that. Yep. No, I fall down. Oh, that's so stupid of me. Okay, so that means let's not fall down now, because then we will be creeper food. Stair. 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 I'm actually crouching for this, so I don't fall down. Let's shift on Windows and keyboard for you console players out there. Upside down stair. Now we know the drill. Full block. Stair. Upside down stair. Full block. Stair. Upside down stair. Full block. Stair. And yes, you guessed it. Upside down stair. Full block. And a stair. That's amazing, yes. And we need this on that and that side as well. So full block, stair, and that creeper is creeping me out, because it's just below us. So if we fall down, we will probably take half our house with us. It's fairly time consuming to build in survival without scaffolding. Did I do this wrong again? No, I did not. So we have one roof for this and then another one for the small one, right? So are we on that level now already? Yes, I think we are, right? Yes. So I did not build enough stairs. Feels like I'm... Did I fuck up somewhere? Yeah, I must have. Because I didn't feel like I was... Oh, no, now we're too broke. Ah. Didn't feel like I was on the same height, actually. So that's why I became so... Yeah, I see you. I'm gonna actually sacrifice some arrows for that. Yeah, that looks good. But no, I messed that up. I could feel that I wasn't on the same height. So should 11 be right? Yep. The reason we actually came down was we need the axe. So I felt that I had messed something up, but I couldn't actually tell what it was. But we forgot to stair, I think. So we need to take that structure down. Which will be easier said than done. We can collect this soon. And we can't jump up on that. So let's. I forgot the full block, I think, or the stair. So upside down stair. Then I just went on an upside down stair on the full block instead of the upside down. That's what I messed up. That looks much better. It's just half a level, but it makes all the difference. So like that, and like that. So yep, that should be okay. That means I don't have that. Have that. Should have that. And upside down stair, full block. Upside. Regular stair, upside down stair, full block. Regular stair, upside down, full block, stair. And there you go. There we have a roof. I think if we are lucky, I haven't planned for this, but if we are lucky, 5, right? 1, 2, how many blocks do we have? Ow! Wrong keyboard. I'm gonna show you what I mean. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think what could be really cool on this sort of roof, we should add stairs. So it's gonna look a little bit like bricks. So that means they will meet in the middle. So 2 that way and 2 that way. So if you add them like, well, better I do it up there. But to do that, we need to add some beams and stuff. So I think it has to wait for a while. Now let's collect the blocks. That means, if I am not mistaken, that I'm gonna have a little bit of problem how to build this roof. There's something rotten in the state of Denmark. I think that was Hamlet, right? Cause I think I might have done a mistake again. No, I haven't actually. Cause the first roof's gonna start on this level. If we're gonna copy that, it should start here, and then maybe we actually are 1 level too. I might have built the entire house too low for that, so let's check it out. Because if we would to do exactly the same roof, then we would need to be out here, right? Sort of. And then, yeah, maybe actually. But I'm not entirely sure that it would work here. Let's go check it out. But then, more stairs. And these are growing so nicely. More stairs. More stairs. More stairs. Another stair. Another block. Full block stair. Full block stair. Using everywhere. But the Christmas over, and so am I, because I met the creeper. Kind of like this dude. He's standing there, just waiting for, can you please open the door? I want to eat your brain. Yeah. So if we were to replicate this roof, because we are further down, it might work, but my worry is that this space is going to be too low in the ceiling height to be of any actual use. And then I would say that that wouldn't make it plausible that anyone were to build a structure like this. But we need it to be in different levels, because otherwise this is going to be like a big shoebox type of building, and We don't want that for a design aspect. And that's also something I said when I'm starting this world and what I currently calling this series. I want it to be good looking and plausible, which means basically if it can't just look good, it needs to be functional as well. And I think that anything that we don't believe in, no one would build it like that, then I think we have messed up. Yep. So we need to be a little bit careful on... There you are. Time to go back. So that roof is on exactly the same level, right? So it's going to be on this level, but all the way out there. I see you. Yeah, I had... That should be right, shouldn't it be? So let's check it out. Yes, it is. That's the correct one. But that's not. Can hear the spider. Will we have time? No, I'll do that from the upside. And time to go to bed almost. But I'm just so... Oh, crap. Let's go sleep. We need to sleep anyway. Spider! Jumping spider! Leave the bed. Leave the bed. Zombie. Hello, buddy. Bye-bye, buddy. Thank you for the food. Even if it's rotten, tastes like rotten. I need it. I haven't had time to fish because we are busy bees building. No. Ah. That's not even funny. Well, a little bit. But, so, there we go. Stairs. Upside down stairs. So, there we are. So, full block. Regular stair. Upside down stair. Regular block. Regular stair. Upside down stair. Full block. Regular stair. Upside down stair. Full block. And a stair. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing actually, this. Which means this should be a full block. This should be a regular stair, which means we should be able to just... So I'm a little bit not worried, but how will this look from this side? Let's get rid of the flesh. So it should stay... Should it stay there? Or should it actually come one more? What would make most sense actually? Not entirely sure. But it would be covered with that, so it would make more sense to actually stop there, I think. But this is where I'm worried. This might look like crap. We need to check that before we actually finish this. Because if it do look like crap, we need to rethink while we have the time. More stairs. And we're gonna craft our own on the way. $29 saplings we have. Hello, Mr. Pig. Where is it, Mr. Reaper? Can we play Minecraft sometime? Yes, I would love to. And hello. Nice to meet you. How are you? I just started. We are... I call it episode 3. Because it's the third time I log in First one was like an hour. The next one was 2.5. So we are like 5 hours into this game. Doesn't look much for the world currently, but we've been busy. We are still on stone tools. I'm trying to build what I call... Could look like a fairly big house actually, but this is going to be like a fisherman hut. So this is for fishing. It's going to be close to what we have started as well, to be like our mine entrance. Because, I mean, every good Minecraft world needs a deep, good, profitable diamond mine. So we have started to mine down. We are about level Y0, and that's where we hit like a cave system. So and it looks fairly deep, so I couldn't actually continue because then we would have been falling down and died. But this is just for... I don't even know what I started fishing because I need food and I want a Fortune 3 enchantment book from fishing. So I said, let's make a little bit of more of a permanent place for standing here fishing. So we started to construct this. And we have even done some texturizing for sort of, yeah, with some andesite and some cobblestone. But the main base, it's going to be up here. And we have started building there as well. So I'm playing on Bedrock. I'm on Windows, I play keyboard and mouse, but I am on Bedrock. And I'm not even entirely sure, because I'm not a seasoned player, so I'm not entirely sure what the difference is, except that one is written in Java and one is not. What the big difference are between them. I started on Bedrock, and that's sort of where I'm currently am. And I haven't played for that long, so I make a lot of mistakes. Some of them are really stupid, some of them are mistakes I think all Minecraft players do. And I got tired of my 4-week-old... Oh, you play on phone, that's cool. That's hardcore. I think being able to play on phone, that's impressive. I tried on my iPad, and I was standing like this, and I kept dying, because I wasn't able to turn around. So when I turned around, I jumped, and yeah, it was like playing drunk. Oh, you... Okay, the controller is nice. I like it. That's awesome. I could maybe do that. Get a real controller for my iPad. I actually haven't thought about that. So you can use a Bluetooth controller, obviously, because, I mean, every phone and iPad. That's really cool. Thank you for that advice. I need to get the Bluetooth controller so I can play Minecraft on my iPad. And I'm from Sweden. I'm old. I'm 45. So I actually discovered this game when my girlfriend's, by the time, 7-year-old kid said, hey, do you want to play Minecraft with me? And I was like, whoops. No, yes, of course I want, but I have no clue what Minecraft is. And he was playing on his phone and he had the Bedrock edition. So that's why I decided to download that, and I haven't. Cool, thank you for that, Moga. Have you tried different controllers, or are that like the first one you got, or is it like the best controller ever and you have tried out 5 different versions? I'm just asking, because if I want to get a controller, I want one that's gonna be good enough. Here's gonna be full. And there's gonna be a full. And we are, as you can probably tell, currently constructing a little bit of a roof on what to be soon a fisherman hut. Fisherman's friend. This was probably not the best idea to build it like this, but oh well, let's continue. Because now we don't have room to fix this. And I jumped down, so now I can't jump back up. I am so stupid. Oh, it's your first. Cool. Guess there are, like that, as any hardware, there are many different manufacturers of that type of hardware. I think this will be smarter for us to build it like this first. Now I'm putting downstairs everywhere. So where are you from, Reaper? I like your name, by the way. That's a really cool gamer's name. It's like, you don't mess with the Reaper. You could tell that directly. And I also, of course, like the obvious connection to Minecraft and our beloved creepers. So it can be like a Reaper creeper. Oops. That might be... Oh, you're from US. Cool. I'm from Sweden. From a US standpoint, usually I'm in a small city. I'm in the second largest city in Sweden, Gothenburg. But from a US standpoint, that usually means a really small city in the States. I think if you count the entire metropolitan area of Gothenburg, it's like 1 million. And we need to finish this pillar. But I have family in Chicago, or outside of Chicago. Oh, sorry, Chicago as well, and state of Wisconsin as well, just to the border of Chicago. There are like... No, I don't. I play with my girlfriend's kid, and she doesn't, the daughter doesn't play that much currently, but she's 13, and her son is 9, so that's fun. But now it's actually 5 p.m. here in Sweden, and I actually gonna end the stream for today, and it's Friday, so hopefully I'm gonna be back tomorrow. But I have actually some evening engagement. I have promised to go home and cook and eat some dinner with my girlfriend. I think she's gonna like that. We have made some. Before I leave, I'm gonna summarize what we have done, and I'm also gonna show you if you want to see it. Tell me if you want to see it. I can go up before we log off to show you sort of where I'm gonna build the main base. But this actually is some really nice progress, I think, from just one day, the current stream. We have started to build this fisherman's, and I want to have a black roof, I think, or we're gonna do it in tiles from clay. I haven't, because that red could actually look really good. And no, we're not gonna leave it this boxy, because we probably gonna add a balcony. We're gonna add some windows and some structures and some window panes and so on. But for first, whoa, I hear you. Boom. The most scary sound in the world for a Minecrafter is the crap. We are dying. That creeper took us scary low. Hopefully this flesh will get us there before we die. Maybe. I'm gonna show you before I log off so we don't die. I'm actually... This is not turning out to be the best. I'm gonna let him kill himself so we don't have any health to be a hero. Maybe some more flesh and we are good to go. There you go. Sorry if I'm just a little bit focused, so sorry if I'm slow in responding to you, Reaper. Yeah, that was scary. That sound is really scary. We got some iron. I can hear more skeletons. So I'm gonna show you where sort of started 2 days ago to start to sort of construct for the main base. Actually, kind of cool that this isn't the main base. We spend almost the entire stream and this few hours. We have played for 3 hours today, I think, to start to do this Fisherman Hut. But let's go up to what I call as the main base, and I will show you. Here we're going to construct some sort of pathway. I think as it's fairly steep and we are climbing about 25 levels, we need to construct some sort of combination of both stairs and paths. But here we started, so here, and that's also why there are oak everywhere here, because I started planting oak, because we are building in oak, and here I met the creeper, as you can tell. So the plan is you should come from here, you should have some sort of gate, and then into this mountain you will find sort of the entrance to the base, looking fairly ordinary. We should sort of start to cover it with some stone structures. It should more or less be like a wall of stone, and then you have first floor with just a single entrance, and then you should have a second floor, and I'm gonna go 3 blocks up before I sort of have the floor of the second floor. That way we can position stuff in between the floors, like lightning or eventual redstone or hopper lines and so on. And we can have, of course, a different ceiling and a different roof. And then on this side, we're going to build like a 3-level tower type of structure, that the second level on this going to dock with the second level of this. Yeah, I've seen your gaming tag. I'm going to add you as soon as I log off. It's no problem. And then we're going to add some pathways on the second level here, and that's going to dock to a third structure there. And then if you look at this entire sort of structure, the hollow structure, if we dig about 25 blocks into this direction, we will actually find an equal structure on the other side of the mountain. And in between that, on this floor, on the second floor, on the third floor, and probably floors going down, that's where I have decided to build this, what we call mountain base lair. And I think that's going to be epic. And that's going to be the season. So the entire season going to be structured around building and finishing this mountain base. It's going to be fully decked out, of course. We're going to build that mine shaft that I showed you all the way down to diamond level, where we're going to do some strip mining for our first sort of set of diamond armor. And we're going to start to sort of grow from that mine and that fisherman hut into the area. And then we're going to build a nice nether portal somewhere in these mountains, because I think that's going to look cool. And we're going to take on the nether. And that's all for today. And my gamer tag is Macaper. So it's like M-A-C-A-P-E-R. No numbers and anything. So M-A-C-A-P-E-R. Because my real name is Per in Swedish, or P-E-R. And I actually started playing it on a Macintosh before they changed name to Apple. So that's my gamer name. It's from the late 90s. That's how old I am, and that's how long I've been gaming. But I haven't played Minecraft for that long. So, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you, Reaper. I'll try to catch you for some gaming tomorrow, if that's going to work for you. I'm not entirely sure I will be gaming tomorrow, but most definitely going to be gaming on Sunday. So I'll catch you if you want on Sunday or tomorrow. And I would love for you, if you wanted to if you want to tune in for future streams, please leave me a comment on the YouTube channel. It will be really helpful. As you know, anything on YouTube where people like, comment, subscribe, share, and save will tremendously help the channel. But most of all, I'm interested if you liked this type of streaming, let's play together, which I call it. So if you like it, leave me a comment what you like. If you are lacking something, please tell me. If you think I'm doing something wrong, please tell me. If you think I'm doing something right, please tell me. I'm here to have some fun, and I will learn from you guys. So with that said, I wish you a really happy Friday, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you. Bye bye. Hej då.